Hey everyone, Heartless here bringing you guys another StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void daily match. Today it's going to be a Terran vs Zerg on Lerilak Crest. I'm actually really excited for this one. Let's go ahead and get into our introductions. Spawning in the top right hand corner, playing as our blue Terran, it is MorN. And spawning in the top left hand, that was the top right hand corner. Spawning in the top left hand corner, playing as our red Zerg, it is OldManSlum. And I have to admit, I'm actually really excited for this match. And the main reason why is because I've actually casted both of these players before. Not in a matchup between each other, but I actually used to cast OldManSlum almost on a weekly basis. He used to play in the SCV Rush tournaments. In the Diamond Platinum, I want to say it was. It was the Thursday nights tournaments, that's what I remember. I'm pretty sure it was Platinum Diamond, and he always turned out some really, really good stuff. So I'm expecting to see some really good stuff out of him. He has since then actually gone up in leagues. He's now a GM player, so obviously knows his timings, knows his stuff. And MorN himself is also a Masters player, so we're going to see a really good match out of these two. And unfortunately for MorN, he's getting a scout off in the wrong direction. Whereas OldManSlum, his overlord, will see MorN's base here in just a minute. As for builds, OldManSlum decided to go with Hatchet Gas Pool, which is pretty much standard on this. Going to be getting some ling speed, hopefully get some map presence out there, and control the map. Because on Lerilak Crest, that is one of the key factors of really being able to take good engagements. Is map presence, map control, knowing where your opponent is, know when they're going to strike at certain areas. So that's going to be really good for him. As for MorN, excuse me, sorry. As for MorN, going to be getting a Reaper here. Yep, the Reaper is already out. He went for a Reaper Expand, which is quite possibly one of the most popular openings that we do see in Terran vs Zerg. So the Reaper going to go ahead and get on over here, going to get a good scout off. We're going to see if he's going to end up getting any kills for his troubles. Honestly, at this league, I doubt we're going to see anything. Because typically in the Masters and Grandmaster League, it's not something that we see Reaper getting too many drone kills, if any at all. While this is happening, he is deciding to go for double barracks. So he's going to be going for a little bit more of an aggressive build. Excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. He's going to be going for a little bit of an aggressive build with these 3 barracks, so we should see a factory come down after this, along with a starport. And then probably some drop play, because that's one of the things about this map. Lerilak Crest, just along with a few of the other ones, once again, there is so much air space around the bases that it is so easy to drop. It is so easy to play with mutas if you're going Zerg, whatever it might be. And it's a really good way to be able to deal economic damage to your opponent and be able to keep them back, limit their economy, and pretty much just shut them down, and shut them down hard. So, oh, sorry about that. So yeah, we'll probably be seeing some drops here, and I wouldn't be surprised to see mutas. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see Ling Bling Muta again. That has become a very popular... I shouldn't say it has become a very popular resurgence from what I've seen so recently. Lots of players are deciding to go with it because it's just so good. And that Reaper did end up getting one of the kills. And is he going to end up surviving? No, he's not. OldManSlum taking him down, MorN trying as hard as he can, microing his heart out on that Reaper. But unfortunately for MorN, these Zerglings did not fear the Reaper man. They decided to eliminate him with extreme prejudice. Extreme prejudice. Now, I like what MorN is doing. One of the things that he's doing, I'm going to point out here, is just the fact that he's doing his best, and he's actually doing a really good job at making sure that these overlords that moved over are not going to be able to get any scouting information. This one should pretty much see nothing at all other than that refinery, and that's exactly what it sees. OldManSlum, excuse me, OldManSlum probably going to be moving. Yeah, he moves his overlord in. This is the big one because there's only 2 Marines down here. This might not shut the overlord down fast enough, and this overlord might actually get the scout off that OldManSlum needs. So the Marines are gonna start getting to work. The overlord's starting to move over pretty quickly. He sees one of the barracks He sees the second barracks. Is he going to see the starport as well? He sees it. Yes, he sees everything before his death. That was a very, very good scout by that Overlord for OldManSlum. That Overlord was definitely doing his duty for the Swarm. Definitely. He sacrificed his body and got the necessary information. Alright, double engineering bay going down. We're going to be seeing double upgrades coming out here. In this matchup, pretty much standard. At this point, these two drops might actually get a little bit of work done. I'm curious to see if he's going to end up going straight for the economy of OldManSlum, or if he's going to maybe go for more against the production. But stim has been finished, so he's going to stim on in here. And no, he's not going for either the production or against the economy of OldManSlum, but more actually just removing creep tumors. He's going to be removing vision, and I like this decision. And as he gets the army out of place, he's going to go ahead and drop into the main. Is he going to get that queen? No, he's not. And, ooh, one of the Medivacs does go down. That is a nice pick off for OldManSlum, and unfortunate for MorN, because that was a full Medivac. Oh, that is so unfortunate. But I still like the decision that MorN has elected to go for in this sense of removing more of the vision that is produced by creep, because it does two things. Number one, it removes vision. Ooh, nice pickoff on that queen. It removes vision from the creep, but number two, it also allows the creep to reside, because with Lings, and ultimately, we're probably going to see Baneling and Muta more than... let's see. Lair's already down. Oh, yeah, the Baneling Nest is already down. Yeah, we're seeing Ling... Yeah, there's a Spire, too. This is going to straight up be Ling, Bling, Muta. When it comes to the engagements, you never want to engage on creep, because when you engage on creep, they have the speed. It's just so much more difficult to split because of the increased speed that comes with Zerg attacking on creep. So I like that decision that he's making, that conscious decision that he's making to take out creep tumors, let the creep reside, and as he's doing that, keep the map presence. I cannot stress enough how important map presence actually is in these big maps, because like I said, it can ultimately sway the outcome of a big engagement, because you may be able to have a surprise factor. If you know your opponent's going to attack in position A and it can be attacked by positions B and C, and it can be a flank, you go down to positions B and C, let them move into position A, and you just take them out. And that is so nice to have. Now granted, it may not ultimately sway the outcome of the game, but one engagement can end up it can start that snowball effect. Say that 10 times really quick. Alright, MorN just going to continue to drop for right now. At the same time, OldManSlum going to be macroing up. It doesn't look like either of them are going to be going for any jugular moves here or anything like that, which doesn't surprise me. Both of these players are very smart. They know that going for the jugular can ultimately spell doom at the end, because if you overextend, and you could just get completely taken out way too quick. Anyway, once again, MorN gonna be taking out those creep tumors, letting the creep reside back into the base of OldManSlum. This is really good play from him. He's playing very... I'm not going to say conservative. He's playing very tactical. This is very smart decision making, and the Widow Mines go off and get a couple good kills, but ultimately just not enough. And the Banelings and the Lings are going to take those out. And MorN is going to have to go ahead and come back over to his base. Another drop possibly going to be going in to the main. It looked like he wanted to do something with those. And also just still being annoying over here at this base, making sure that he can't do much. +2/+2 upgrades are on the way for both of them. +1 is finished for all the units. Excuse me, except I think the mutas. Where are they? Where are your mutas, OldManSlum? Yeah, he hasn't gone with any upgrades yet. So, right now, just going to both be teching up a little bit. And I like this decision by both of them. However, the longer this goes, and also continually dropping for MorN, which is just so annoying to deal with for OldManSlum, especially with taking out a lot of those Lings. This is a very interesting play by MorN with what he's doing with all these different drops, because he's really forcing out a lot of army units, forcing a lot of these larvae to go to become army units instead of workers. Right now, the worker count is actually kind of low for OldManSlum. We're 10 minutes into the game. I would have actually expected him to be a little bit higher. Maybe in the 70 range, possibly up to 80. I'm not sure if he's going to end up making a whole lot more. I would hope that he does. And the Marines are going to go ahead here. Oh, and the Baneleys get some great connections. Oh my goodness, great Baneley shots. And I'd like to see OldManSlum trying to get here in this base and attack the army, but he's not. Sorry, not attack the army, but attack the economy, but he didn't. He just went after the wall, and I don't know if I fully agree with that. At the same time, though, MorN with another drop over here at the third base. MorN is definitely making sure OldManSlum is not able to be too aggressive. And that is such a really good play, because it makes MorN... It allows MorN to be able to keep up his production without getting hindered. His economy hasn't really been attacked at all. As a matter of fact, I don't think he's lost... Yeah, he's lost a single SCV. That's it. Now, granted, no drones have been lost for OldManSlum either. But at this time, you know, MorN's economy is just so strong right now. He's at 60 mule... sorry, not mules. 60 mules would be way OP. 60 SCVs. Now, granted, so OldManSlum has now gone up to 73. So that's good. That's exactly what you would want to see your Terran player, sorry, your Zerg player doing. And at this point, ooh, the Muta's got to be careful, because all the Liberators and all the Marines are coming in. Oh, those Liberators doing so much good damage to those Mutas. Those Mutas are getting really low, and they're just going to get shredded as they fly on through. Ooh, that's a lot of gas lost for OldManSlum. That's unfortunate. Pathogen glands being researched, as is +3/+3 weapons for both, and an Ultralisk Cavern just now about to finish. A tech transition to Ultralisks at the same time as getting Infestors. I don't know if I fully agree with that right now. I would think I would like to see him just dedicate to one and not the other, because in this kind of matchup, being a little bit tech greedy can actually end up losing you the game. Ooh, the Baneleys come in, and pretty good splits by MorN. Wow, very good splits. Unfortunately, that's just a lot of lings, and this force from MorN should end up getting cleaned up by OldManSlum. But like I was saying, yeah, it is going to get cleaned up. But man, there is a lot going on right now. The Corruptors should end up taking down the Liberators. Are they going to be able to? Oh, they get one of them. Yeah, the other one survived. Wow, that is really nice for MorN. Now, like I was saying, I think that OldManSlum at this point should probably end up going just one of the tech routes. End up getting Pathogen Glands and also going down with not Infestors as well. I meant Ultralisks. That's a lot of gas. That's a lot of gas. And that might end up not being what he wants, because right now he's actually very starved. And the supply count really starts to plummet as these Liberators get some really good damage on those Overlords. And now OldManSlum finds himself in a very precarious situation with having only 116 supply available. That is devastating, because it's going to take him a good amount of time to get those Overlords and to be able to get that available supply count back up. That is not good at all. Granted, he should be popping up. Yeah, he goes up to 140, but the damage might already be done, because MorN is now pretty much even in economy, because he did end up getting a good amount of drone kills a second ago. And now the army actually favors MorN in this case, and with OldManSlum having gone both for Ultralisk and Infestors, this is going to be difficult for him to be able to get a good amount, get a critical number for his attack force. This might just be too overwhelming for OldManSlum to deal with. MorN is going to push out, and if OldManSlum doesn't get a more critical amount of units out, this could end up being the end, because MorN's production is absolutely ridiculous right now, especially with some ghosts in the mix. Ghosts are so good, especially when you're going against Infestors. And here we go. The fungal goes down on the army, and this Ultralisk should be able to clean it up, but the other half of the army is doing a lot of damage. The splits are really good, and the one snipe goes down on an Infestor, and now All these gas-heavy units for MorN are just crumbling. Oh my goodness, that is so much gas lost for MorN, and MorN is pushing on through with still more forces on the way. And this is great for MorN as he attacks the infestors and is going to get to work on this third base of OldManSlum. And at this point, is there anything OldManSlum can do, because he is just so far behind? I don't think so. More units are rallied across the map, and there it is, GG. Wow. What a game by both of them. Holy cow, that was fantastic. That was so good. Wow, that was so good. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I guess a couple things for OldManSlum that I did fail to mention are these. And this might have been a contributing factor. Just a little bit of hindsight reflection here. Is OldManSlum did have 5 workers not working here at the end in his main base, and a few of his other bases that were his main sources of mineral income. Granted, he did have 2 strong bases, yes, but for the size of army he was looking for, he really needed a really, really strong third base for income. And at this point, he just didn't have it. So yes, right now, the worker count is showing 53, but technically it's about 48 because of these 5 that weren't going. And 48 drones for the size of army that you're looking for is not enough. Yes, he did have enough gas. He had plenty of gas for the units that he was building, but because of the, number one, the mineral count, that it was just so low, he wasn't able to get that critical size and that critical number because he was trying to get infestors and ultralisks at the same time. And that is just, that's a really, really difficult order for any player being able to do both of those. Props to OldManSlum for doing what he did. I mean, that was fantastic play from both of them. I love both of these players. They are so good. They are so good. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. If you did, please remember to hit that subscribe button down below. And also, please remember to follow me on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Twitch. Once again, I am going to be setting up a Patreon page as well. That's going to be coming here a little bit sooner. And man, I really do say a lot, don't I? I will do my best to do better on that. Once again, please remember to go check out Enoch Productions. He has some really, really good music. I love the music that he's turned out. It's absolutely fantastic and top-notch. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you guys next time, and peace out.